Today, we're talking about something that I was reluctant to use, something that I wasn't really planning on using, something that I didn't really want to take the gamble on, but I did it anyways. So, in the last few months, here in Canada, in your tax free savings account, we've had the ability to put your tax free savings account amount up as collateral to be able to invest in margin, and margin is something that can be very risky, but can be a useful tool if used correctly. So I'm not saying that this video is going to be me telling you that I used it correctly and you should follow my technique, because this is the first time I've ever done it. I'm a total rookie to this. And you know what? You definitely shouldn't follow my advice. I'm just sharing with you what I did, and, the jury is still out if it was effective or not. The jury's still out if this was a good move or not. But I want to explain to you what I did, how I did it, and why I did it. So if you're new here, my name is Mike. The channel name is Health and Wealth. I talk about high yield distribution, paying ETFs in the Yield Max world, Roundhill, and a few other ones out there as well. But, I'm just trying to explore new ways to make money, explore new ways to make money maybe a little bit quicker, with just a pinch of gamble in there. So here's what I did. About 4 weeks ago, maybe even a little bit less, 3.5 weeks ago, I said I wanted to buy 100 more shares of Ulti. Now, every single month, my account brings in anywhere from 900 Canadian to about 1,700 Canadian after tax. So, probably 750 US to, roughly like 1450, 1500 US every single month. So I thought to myself, can I take out, $500 and buy Ulti with it? And with that $500, I'll now have 100 shares of Ulti, more than I did at the beginning of the month, right? And then I just simply take the distributions from Nvidia, Coney, Hui, Misty, and I pay back that margin in full, and then rinse that and repeat it. So far, it's worked out exactly how I thought it would work out. But I want to talk about what could be good, what could be bad. And before we get into that, here's a word from our sponsor, Moomoo. Right now, Moomoo has an amazing promotion where new users can earn free NVIDIA stock. That's right, up to $1,000 worth of NVDA shares, depending on your deposit amount. Plus, you can earn 8.1% API on idle cash, so your money is working for you right away. But what really makes Moomoo stand out are the tools. On mobile, you get a fully customizable watch list that shows live price and percentage changes. Tap on any stock and instantly pull up candlestick charts, switch between chart types, and even add technical indicators like RSI and Bollinger Band. You can draw your own trend lines and support lines, and all of your work syncs seamlessly across the desktop and the mobile platform. And for research, Moomoo has automatic charts, stock screeners, and even a pattern finder that identifies setups like double tops or bottoms for you. So not only can you kick things off with free NVIDIA stock, you also get some fantastic trading tools to help take you to the next level, all in one app. All right, welcome back. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my spreadsheet with you guys and take a look at it right above my head here. This is the margin section. So you can see there's the 552 that I used for margin. It bought me 100 shares, or the average cost at the time was $5.52. And what I did was I took the distributions and I just simply paid it off in full. So you can see my margin loan, $552. Margin loan remaining $0 as of today, actually, which is pretty good. And there's 100 shares. Now, the next thing I've done here is I've taken those 100 shares from the margin account and I've transferred them over to my tax-free savings account. The way this works here in Canada is if I made capital gains, I would have to claim that on tax. But if I lose money before this transfer, I couldn't claim that on tax. So I was down something like 8 cents times 100. It was around $8. It could have been a little bit less than that. And I said, you know what? Don't even care. Transfer these to the tax-free savings account. Life is good. So now the margin account is $0, right? Wrong. Today, I went ahead and repeated the action. I went ahead and bought another 100 shares of Ulti with margin, but today's cost was $544, so a little bit less than last month, just because the share price of Ulti has come down. Now, I do have a long-term goal here to get Ulti to 1,400 shares, and this is how I'm doing it. Now, what is it doing? What's the positive? What's the negative here? The positive is I'm getting my 1,400 shares, right? But what's the negative? I'm taking distributions to do that. In all of these funds, what's been happening with Misty, Coney, those two, the share price is coming down every single month, it appears here. Now, neither of those have had really good underlying stocks in Mr. and Coinbase, and Bitcoin's been pretty good, but not great. So those are coming down. Now, Nvidia is just staying flat, which is fantastic. Share price is staying the same. So I'm not really losing too much by taking the distribution and not reinvesting it back in Nvidia. And the same thing goes for Hui. I'm not putting any money into Hui. I've bought my 16 shares for $1,000. That's how much it's going to be. It's going to repay me over a period of time. Okay. So that's the negative, is that my two positions, Misty and Coney, are coming down in price. What I could have done, taken those distributions and redistributed them back into those two, which are currently losers at the moment when it comes to the high yield world, right? And it has a lot to do with their underliers. So I went ahead, I bought those 100 shares this afternoon, actually it was this morning, and now I'm at a total of 909 shares. One more thing. I had enough distribution last month to go ahead and buy me a little bit more than just the 100 shares, right? So it actually was one of my lower months so far in distribution. So I just snuck by, but I was able to buy an extra 25 shares with my distributions of Ulti over here. So I'm now at a total of 909 shares. And that's including my my margin that I just bought there as well. Okay. Ignore all of the other numbers. These are not correct anymore, but I am going to make an update Ulti video. Should I say season 2, episode 1 on Thursday? We'll find out. Stay tuned. But that's what I've done so far. I've been pretty happy with the solution it's providing me. I think once I get to 1,400 shares, I'm going to reassess what I want to do. Maybe at that point, I take my Misty and my Nvidia back up to 10,000 shares. Let me bring this over for you. Or not 10,000 shares. That'd be nice. $10,000 in value. There's Misty, 97.67. Maybe once I get to 1,400 shares of Ulti, I'll bring that up. And then Nvidia here, 9,605. From there, I don't know. I feel like I've got kind of these gambly ETFs all wrapped up. Maybe at that point, I go ahead and start buying some HHIS, something that I'm just a little bit more confident in, and take this thing up to, $10,000 in value, which is a long way to go, right? So that's kind of the thought process over here. That's the reason why I use margin. That's how I use margin. I know a lot of you are a lot wilder than I am with this one, but for me, I have responsibility at home. If I was to get margin called, the market was about to tank or drop dramatically, I want to be able to afford to pay it back, like immediately, so that I can afford life outside the store. So that's why I only use $500 at a time, because I can afford to pay it back as soon as humanly possible. And it just gives me ease of mind and ease of heart. I think for me, responsible actions are important, just because I have two other people relying on me to help out with the household, right? This is not financial advice. This is just me talking about me. I want you to talk about you in the chat below. What are you doing to safeguard yourself if anything happened in the stock market? My name is Mike. This channel's Health and Wealth. I hit the microphone, which means I got to put a dollar in the swear jar. This is Health and Wealth. Thanks for tuning in on a late night edition. Have a great night. Bye for now. Test, test. Test, test. Today we're talking about something that